Hey everybody, it is Monday. That means that we are going to hang out for a bit and talk about real estate. And this week I want to talk about how to be a better buyer's agent. Listings are awesome. You want listings, but you will find usually in this business, when you look at agents who do only listings, they have had to work their way up to that point. All the rest of us are still working with buyers, and especially if you're newer, you tend to be more buyer heavy because you're doing things that attract buyers, open houses, property time, things like that. So I'm going to give you some quick tips today on how to be the best buyer's agent that you possibly can be so you can be the one that gets all those buyer clients. The first one, the number one thing that home buyers said in a national survey that they wanted from a real estate agent was not, you would think, negotiation or things like that. They wanted to be walked through the process. That was their number one thing. Think about it, guys. There are all these TV shows that, show people looking at real estate. They don't show the whole story. They show them looking at a few houses, picking which one they want. Usually somebody knocks it down and builds them a new one anyway. That's not real life. They have no idea about inspections, appraisals, pre-approvals, surveys. They have no idea how any of that works. So the number one thing you can do right off the bat to show your value to potential buyers, this is anybody you meet at an open house, a call you get, is sit down and take the time to walk them through the process. Explain everything to them up front. It's going to help you manage expectations down the road because as things come up, you're going to say, remember, we talked about this. They're going to handle it a lot better. But then B, they are going to realize how much stuff that they don't know and why they need a real estate agent. So if you will do that just up front, if you have some little guides with you at all times in an open house, you whip them out, you schedule a time to sit down with somebody, have them come into your office or buy them a cup of coffee and say, look, I'm just going to walk you through the process. Do that, and that right there should help lock them in and make them choose you as their buyer's agent. The second one, you have to be better than the internet, okay? I mean, let's face it. Buyers have access to a lot of information about real estate right now online. Why do they need you if all you're going to tell them when they call is the exact same information that they are looking at when they're looking at this property online? You have to be better than that. You need to get out and preview homes in your market. If you don't have, when you're looking at your day, you've made your phone calls, you've done your prospecting, all of that, you probably have some time left. You need to get out and be in real estate. If you're in real estate, go be in real estate. Walk through it, hold open houses, tag along with other agents from your office on inspections and things like that. You need to get to know things that they don't. If they call you on a house, if I were you, I would call that listing agent first and see if there's any other information you can get before you call them back. So you have something of value to show them. You have to know more than the internet. You have to be better than the internet. Otherwise, you're not showing them why they need you. The third one, always set the next appointment when you are with a buyer, all right? Buyers are slippery little suckers, okay? You think about it. They spend all day online looking at houses. There are agents listed everywhere that they can contact. They go to open houses. They meet other agents. It's really hard sometimes to get a buyer to be committed to you. And so anytime you are in front of a buyer or on the phone with a buyer, always don't get off the phone or let them leave before you have set the next appointment with them. All right. Somebody comes into your open house. You're chatting about what they're looking for. Ask them what day they could stop by your office that week so you could give them that home buying presentation. All right. If you have been out on a Saturday showing them some properties and they don't find something they like, talk about what you're going to send them that's different and then say, I've got time available tomorrow afternoon, or I can meet you Tuesday after work, which is better for you. Set that next appointment so they are connected to you. They're a lot less likely to keep contacting other agents if they already have another appointment set with you. So try to make it a habit. Anytime you're in front of them, you're showing them houses, you're on the phone, don't let them get away until you have talked about the next time that you are going to see them and try to set that up. And then the last one, and this is one that I see all new agents do, when they don't hear back from a buyer. Maybe they show them a few houses and then they feel like that buyer just kind of disappeared. They're sending them listings and they're not hearing anything back. They're reaching out to them and not getting a call or response to their text. And so what they take that is a no. And they think, okay, that's a dead lead and I'm going to move on. Listen, I use the furniture store example all the time. When you go into a furniture store and a bunch of workers swarm up to you, what do you immediately say? You say, no, I don't need anything. I'm just looking. And you look around the store because you don't want to be bothered. You don't want to be pressured. But the minute you find what you want, what do? you go get somebody who works at that store because you realize now you need the professional to come help you. Buyers are the same way. They like to look online. They like to not be pressured. So just because they're not answering you doesn't mean that they're not going to use you. Doesn't mean that they're not still looking. They just haven't found the house or the one they want to go see. They are not quite ready to pull the trigger. But if you are the agent that keeps following up with them and staying in touch with them, when that day comes, when they have picked their furniture, you will be the professional that they call. I have had clients that I have reached out to for months and not gotten a single response. And then one day out of the blue, my phone rings. And not only that, they got a house to sell and they want to buy something. Okay. So silence from buyers is not a no. Unless they tell you to quit calling them, do not quit calling them, okay? So those are just a few tips. Listings are awesome. We'll probably do another video on how to get more listings, but in the beginning, when you're working with buyers, these are just a few things that can help set you apart from the rest out there and hopefully help you get some business. So have a great week. As always, if you have a topic you want us to cover, just reply back to this email and we'll be happy to add it. Go get them.